Women Lift Project is a project for Black women who are entrepreneurs that need a help, who need a lift. Not a lift over, but just a lift. And so the Women Lift Project is here to give grants for up to $2,500 to help a person pay their rent, get product, be able to do just simple things that help them breathe.
Maybe that they just need a little financial support to actually get another employee. That way they have a little breathing room and they can work a little bit more on their business instead of in their business. Or maybe they need to get supplies for something that they can maybe then turn around and sell. So in any way that we can, that's how we try to help them.
I always think about it like just breathing. What is it going to take? And so the Women Lift Project is here to help Black women entrepreneurs breathe.
I think that the Women's Lift Project, for me, they did just what they said they would do. They gave me a lift. And it wasn't just through finances. They also provided me with the mentor. And initially it was supposed to be a loan, but instead of giving me the full loan, they paid off some debt for me, which was a blessing. And I mean, I was so happy about it. I cried.
I started my business 11 years ago. There wasn't funding out there like this. There wasn't that person to take you under their wing and show you the ropes to entrepreneurship. It's needed. It's much needed.
And I think it's really important to be able to have compassion and show compassion by looking back behind you and lending a hand to the people who are back here who are still struggling.
The organization got started a few years ago with two wonderful women who wanted to give back in COVID to Black women because they felt it was inequitable how they were unable to get money.
And unfortunately, a lot of minority businesses had to shut down during COVID, and they decided they wanted to do something about it. They wanted to be part of the solution.
And there seemed to be some significant inequalities in terms of who those funds were awarded to and who didn't seem to, I guess, to meet the mark and the criteria, and people who were turned down. And it seemed as if a lot of Black-owned businesses were being turned down in particular, especially Black women.
These two women decided that they were going to take their money and give loans. From there, they decided to put together 4 women, Kimmy, myself, Michelle, and Sadia, to continue and to move it forward. And so we took it and moved it forward.
So I was like, sign me up. I didn't even think twice. I said, sign me up. I said, I would love to help women like me. So we all met. Nobody knew each other, and we just clicked automatically, and the rest is history. And now we're in year 3, and we are helping Black women all in Michigan.
The reason it's important to support local Black business women is because we find that systematically it's not equitable for them. They can't go to the bank. They're not going to get a loan. They don't have enough assets. They have credit, but it's not 700s. It's important that we have Black business owners, and it's important to help support them until they can get on their feet.
It's hard to being in business, especially if you don't have a mentor. It can be hard. Sometimes you run into racism, even being a Black-owned business.
It's important to be what you can see. And if we don't have enough Black entrepreneurs having shops, then other little Black kids won't think they can. It takes a village sometimes to raise a child, and it also takes a community to help an entrepreneur.
We have the ability to create wonderful things if given the opportunities to do so. And I think anybody that really wants to help fund this know that there are some roadblocks systemically that are in our way, and that if you just give us the path, we're willing to work hard to achieve our goal.
I think becoming a lifter is a way of giving back when you're not really interested in doing a lot of heavy lifting. You don't want to be on 15 different boards, but you want to give back. This is a way of being able to do that. And that every time you put in 500, you know that you're helping 25 women get lifts for the year, because we have 100 lifters that will be able to do that.
I think it's always important to reach back to help the next person coming up if you can do it.
Well, you know the saying, the more the merrier. So the more support we have, the more we can get our mission accomplished, and that's getting these Black women to the next level, getting them to what success looks like for them.
It's important. Listen, as minorities, that's why we're minorities. We need everybody. We need the allies. It doesn't matter. Men, women, Black, white, it does not matter.
And so being able to be in a position to assist Black women in their endeavors to create generational wealth and hand it on down, for me, is a way of just doing right by my ancestors and kind of living out their legacy. In my eyes, I'm their dream. I'm the reason why they survived the atrocities that they survived. And I feel like this is a part of me being able to pay it forward and give back. I think the way to do that is to start at the heart, at what I think is the heart of the Black community, which is Black women.
What I like about being a part of the women's lift community is I've met women that I would have never met if I would have never been a part of the Women's Lift Project. You get to meet a lot of different women that I would have never been able to meet.
I love the whole concept, but the getting together and just being able to support each other is really the best part.
I mean, there's nothing that makes me more happier than to see a woman, not just Black women, just watching women grow and blossom and get to that next level. Because, it's hard being a woman.
I've also really enjoyed seeing some of the participants grow. Some of the people that have been able to fund have done such an amazing job. I think that's another thing that really brings me joy is that you can actually see the change that you're making.
If someone wanted to get involved with the Women Lift Project, they would just need to go to www.womenliftproject.com, read a bit about us, and if they had any questions, they're also welcome to go to our contact page and give us a call.